Hello, Tiny Devil Collective. How are you doing? Let's see who I'm channeling. Finality, second chance. Okay, exhaustion. Relationship reading is what I'm getting. Uh, oh, actually, no. My instinct just, like, my intuition just brought something else to the surface. Okay, so this is funny. I don't think I've ever had this before. This could be a relationship, but this is also a reading that can be applied to non-relationship situations. We have exhaustion, second chance, finality, and one day coming out. So the two pictures I was getting is the song lyrics of Irreplaceable by Beyonce. So someone just being exhausted, finally having enough, take your bags and leave. The taxi is waiting for you outside. This is my final decision. I'm not willing to give you a second chance. Some way, somewhere, someday, in another time, I will find love. But right now, I'm just happy it's over. I'm happy that I can leave this behind. This could also be that the second picture I got was someone in university, 111 on the timer, or in a job situation, or a master's program, PhD, something like that. This was his second chance, so you had a first try, it didn't work out, and that exhausted you. And the second time you do it will be the final time. You don't have to wait too far into the future for success to come, but I want to see if you'll really be successful. I want to get a very obvious card of success. Boundaries, okay? And trapped. Okay, it's not so much about success. It's not even about success. It's just what people, like the people around you are focused on your success. You're more so focused on your exhaustion, that you feel trapped, that you feel this is not the right, you've reached your limit, is what I'm hearing. You are exhausted. I might be talking to someone experiencing burnout. That's why I said this could be applicable in a romantic situation as well as a non-romantic context. You are exhausted. You have experienced physical and mental burnout. You are tired of the past, is what I'm hearing. It feels like the past is dragging you back there when you want to focus on the future. You are drained and depleted. I'm hearing that you've put a long journey behind you when it comes to this endeavor, whatever it is either romantic or skill-based, like your career, right? Let's see what else wants to come out. That's the last card. Shocking, turmoil, trouble, unexpected. So this was harder than you expected initially. I'm hearing that you had all the skills needed to be successful in whatever this is. So you could be a lover when if it's relationship based, you considered yourself to be a very loving person and very patient, good with other people, good communicator, emotionally intelligent, right? And I'm hearing that you were betrayed by a situation or a person. You gave them another chance. That was your final chance that you gave them, and they didn't respect that chance either. So now you are finally making a choice to not be there anymore. And I was going to look for a card that gave me a definite answer whether you have success is coming or not. But right now, I feel like you're not even focused. You don't care about whether you will make it or not. When it comes to your endeavor, it's more about you're focused on yourself. Can I make it? Even if it's successful, whatever I'm putting in so much work for, will I even be able to enjoy it? Because I'm so depleted mentally and physically. That's the kind of feeling that I'm getting. So even if it was to work out now, it wouldn't feel satisfying. You'd just be relieved that it's over, is what I'm hearing. So let's see what the tarot wants to say. Okay. Page of Cups, creative opportunities, especially intuition, a relatively immature energy when it comes to emotions. Very sensitive. So I'm talking to a very sensitive collective. You're very sensible, I'm hearing on the brink of tears. Let's see what else wants to come out. Okay. You want to focus on your self-worth now. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming in the reverse. So I'm hearing that even if you reach this state of being the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, where you can reap the rewards, right? Where you have financial independence or just self-sufficiency, right? Because being in a relationship can also make you self-sufficient. If you know, it kind of influences your social standing, your class, I guess. It can, but just your social standing in general. And I think right now that's not important to you. You feel like a baby when it comes to your emotions. You just want to baby yourself. You want to focus on yourself. You feel like you gave all that you had to give and you can't give more energy beyond the energy you've already given. Your reserves are dried out, is what I'm hearing. So it feels like the success, it's like fake. It doesn't feel like it's real success. It doesn't feel like, because you can't reap the benefits from it, it's burning you out. Even if it looks successful from the outside, you might have a PhD now, you were about to get married and all that, but it's not worth it. We have Justice coming out as the last cards from the tarot, as well as the Nine of Swords in the upright. So you've gained clarity, you've gained access to your own truth, and what's the most important to you right now is focusing on your health, focusing on your inner feelings, because you have a lot of anxiety. I'm sensing a lot of worry and fear, and like just being done with that. That's why, but being completely drained. There's such a long journey behind you when it comes not just to the actual material journey, like taking step by step, writing stuff, or like just going on dates, if it's a romantic reading that I'm doing right now, and you can't do it anymore. You've walked enough, you've walked long enough, you didn't get anything back, because when you put in so much energy, you're supposed to get energy back, like, so you're not depleted, so you can keep giving, you have to keep receiving as well. And I'm sensing that you didn't receive as much as you gave. So yeah, you're saying goodbye. You want justice, you want clarity, is what I'm hearing. You're striving for balance now. You understand that if you focus more on your happiness, that the success will decrease as well. But you don't know that. That's just the logical order of things usually. That's the cause and effect of things, right? Balancing the scale, literally balancing the scales, right? But Spirit, what I'm getting right now, and I'm going to get a clarifier for that, is telling me that just because you're focusing on your happiness doesn't mean that you won't be successful anymore. Sometimes happiness and success are so closely interlinked that you can't see one without the other. Let's see what that means. Let's see if my instinct was right to tell me that. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands coming out in the reverse, which is usually a lack of motivation, a lack of forward movement, kind of like the Chariot a little bit in the reverse. Like, it's like you don't know what direction to go, you don't know how to access your passion reserves, is what I'm hearing. You're just feeling weighed down. This is the exhaustion, this is the burnout. This could be my burnout card. It's basically like flaccid, right? Because the Ace of Wands is usually my heart-on card in a sexual reading, but if it comes out in the reverse like that, it's like no passion. This is my confirmation for what I just said, and I'm feeling called to take this one as well. I will, because that's the last card on the deck. So right now, this is advice that I'm getting. Funny enough, you want to focus inward, focus on your emotions. Don't do that actively. Your emotions have their own awareness. Your emotions see them as a living being. You can't control a living being. You can't tell it where to go. You can only tell it where it can find whatever it needs, right? And right now, for you, the most important thing to reactivate your manifestation powers and kind of get the life that you want, something that is equal in success and happiness, something like that, is to just stay grounded. Don't be in your head. Don't think too much. Don't even feel too much, because those things are going on in the background. Once you ground yourself through exercise, through going in nature, just being in your body instead of being in your mind, you will give your mind the opportunity to ruminate on what you've been through, ruminate on these thoughts, ruminate on your path and who you are as a person. But if your ego, your awake ego, which is in your head, it's you thinking, you trying to justify arguments, debates in your head, that's your ego. Just let it be quiet. Let it quiet down through exercise. That's what you do. You give your brain the chance to go through everything in the background while you do something in the foreground, like in the front. So yeah, try to ground yourself. You have emotional, mental, and physical burnout. Try to do some yoga. Try to do some stretching. I'm hearing fascia, Fascia release. So yeah, that's the best thing you can do right now. Make sure to stay in bounds. Is also what I'm hearing. So happy healing. See you.